Good morning, my name is Stacey J and this is my studio. Welcome to my Sit Down Sundays with Stacey J. Firstly, I want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day, especially here down in the Southern Hemisphere. It is Mother's Day today. Well, it is in New Zealand and Australia anyway. I've got my little Irish cup. It was brought back from me from my friend who comes from Ireland. She comes from Waterford, strangely enough, so does my last name. So I talked about last week about colours and how colours can be important to our moods, our self-being. I guess that falls under mood. How we seize the day. Okay, so we seize the day in a colour. You go to the wardrobe and you put on something. Now, I've had a lot of comments stated that, you know, you can get your colours done, etc., etc. If you go and see Erin Sew actually did a Google up on it because she found, or like she said, she didn't want someone to tell her what she couldn't or could wear. So she didn't want to pay about $200 to have someone tell her that it's something she didn't want to hear, which is, I hear that, I get that. So the other way to look at it is colour sets your mindset mood. So if your mindset mood makes you feel good in a certain colour, then that is helping your inner self with your colour. Now I've got the fireplace going in the background, look. Okay, it's not a real fireplace, just shouting that out there right now. It is about 15 degrees in the studio and I'm cold. My hands are probably blue, match my face, no. So Erin went out and found a little, and I'll put her link I'll put her name down below so you can jump into her link and do that, because she watched my vlog last Sunday, thank you Erin, and commented to me what she also said into her vlog is that she is drawn towards greens and blues. Now we can settle ourselves on that and we pick a colour and probably within ourselves we think, oh, that is so boring, it's another blue outfit or another green outfit, or depending on what colour you choose. I know a person that wears nothing but yellow. We call her yellow, but even her car is yellow. I had a client who calls herself Greenie because she wears nothing but green all the time. Green boots, green pants, green jumper. It's the same with yellow. She used to always do that as well. So you can be attached to one colour. You can be attached to one colour, but it doesn't make you boring, if that makes sense as well. Also, I know that Erin has said on my comments, and I don't know if she has mentioned it, but being on my comments, it's like open to the world, because you guys can read it, is that she's also ex-military, ex-Air Force, along like I am, ex-Air Force as well. Now, why ex-Air Force? So I'm just warming myself up with my cup of tea. It is almost close to midday here, and I'm freezing. Anyway, so I joined the Air Force because I look better in blue than green. No, just kidding. It's not why I joined the Air Force over the Army. They had more to offer, but I do look better in blue than green, I think. So we're talking about red, and I had a phone call from Karina this morning. It was 11:30 p.m. her time when she rang, and it was half after midnight when she hung up. So I actually sent her to bed. So we were talking about it, and her question was, what kind of red? And I said, well, that depends on what, you know, you've got your orange or your yellow base red, and you've got your blue base reds, okay? And now your blue base reds obviously mixed in go to purples and things like that. So it's that kind of scenario. Then you've got your orange base red, your yellow base red that turns into orange, okay? So you've got to find that And you can do it yourself. You can actually do it yourself if you want to, or you get a good friend. I mean, everybody needs a good friend. Don't eat that, Willow. It's my little turn you off and turn you back on remote. And you go shopping with a friend, or you get a friend over and you go through your clothes and say, okay, here's the light. So I'm in a very dull day today. Had better recently, but very dull, and I have no makeup on and I have my lights on overhead. So how I would be perceived if I was out would be in exactly this kind of lighting, because it's not sunny out. Okay, so I have no makeup on. I'm naturally this gorgeous. Anyway, I'm not sure, but it looks like Willow wants to go out because I'm now recording. But this red here. This red here is more of a yellow base red. Okay, I found this in my closet. I think I've worn it once. I made it quite a number of years ago. I designed it myself and I wasn't happy with what I did. So I haven't worn it. Not the colour. Love the colour. Haven't worn it because of that. I said to Corinne today I might just rip the buttons off it, and because it's got a little roll, you can roll the sleeves up and it's got splits. So I saw a picture and I went, ooh, I like that. I was actually quite fascinated about how I did the sleeves. The sleeves are all in one thing. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll get rid of it. It doesn't bode well by me, but I do love the colour. So I do love the colour. So this is a red. I know, shocking, right? It's a red. It's a red, and it is more of a yellow base red, whereas what I held up last week had more of blue base in it. Okay, you can see the different tomatoey. Not so tomatoey. Okay, so that's the difference in the red. I know my mum adores green, but there are some greens that she don't adore. Okay, so also, what do you think of that? Oh no, it's too appley, I think, is the colour that she doesn't like. She likes more dusky and, dirty. I'm going to let her out. So this is a red on me. So hopefully it's bringing up the fact that I don't have makeup on. Maybe not. Where this is more of a blue red. I think, I'm really sorry, but I don't know if that's going to crunch the sounds. I got this new speaker thing, so let's see. I've been using it, and I thought I heard it crackling the other day, and I was like, I hope not. So this is more of a blue red. Okay, so again, the same lighting as I had before. This is the new Posy knit top that I have. So, it's you got to go on the base as well. So the tone that's within inside the colour. That's why when some of the people say, oh, I look good in pink, but do you look good in paler pink, or do you look in fuchsia pink? Right, so those are the two. Maybe I should have just said a pink that I could pronounce, would have been really good, eh? So anyway, so that's a blue. Now I'm going to tell you a story. I have a friend ish that is 15 days older than me, and when it was coming up, well, actually it was her 40th birthday, and I contacted her and I said to her, I wished her happy birthday, and I said to her, how are you doing it? How are you turning 40 without freaking out, like 40? And at that stage, I was 39. I wasn't 40. And so it was kind of like, how do you do that? Because I have a thing with age. I very rarely tell people my age. I very rarely tell people when my birthday is, and I very rarely celebrate my birthday with other humans. Don't ask me why. It is me. It is what it is. But anyway, so I said to her, how are you managing to get through this day? And she said, I got up, I showered, I put on makeup, and I put on clothes I feel good in. Like I got dressed up, and she said, and I let the day take me. To which I said, okay, well, I can understand that. So from that day forward, I got up, I got dressed, I put on makeup, and I put on clothes that made me feel good. Now, I would probably 90% or 80% or would be considered overdressed for my area, my location I live in. But I don't care. It makes me feel good. So I've had and watched vloggers say, well, I like this dress, but I've got nowhere to wear it. Yes, you do. You have got a place to wear it because you can wear it every day. It's just thread. It's just fabric. It's just all that sort of stuff. And if it makes you feel good to feel that pretty or feel that structured or feel that sexy, wear it. Who cares if you're hanging around with your kids playing in the house? Why not wear it? I'm now going to let Mabel out. Excuse me, the girls are annoying me. So I think that it doesn't matter where you think you can wear an item. I think, and actually this is something my mum's doing now, is she's doing a lot of sewing and making dresses, quite a lot of dresses, and she said to me yesterday, I am going to wear a lot more dresses. And I said, oh, it's good. She said, and we're coming out to winter, and we were talking about what people in my area wear, and how there are people out there that don't dress, well, they do dress, they're not naked, don't dress, they dress for comfort. And fair enough. I mean, I don't wear tracksuit pants out of the house. It's not because I'm vain, it's because I don't want to. Tracksuit pants, to me, are to be worn in a gym or at home. And that doesn't make a person who wears them out wrong. It's just not what I do. I have been caught in Christopher's tracksuit pants running to get some cookie time cookies quite a few years ago. And they were falling down while I was running because I didn't own a pair of tracksuit pants then. I think I own a pair now, but they're for walking the dog or wearing after hours at home, just something to lounge around in. So, but that is me, and I have probably been that person most of my life. My mother was always well kept. Oh God, that sounds really bad. Had pride in her appearance, and I learnt that from my mother, and I like it. I like that I learnt that from my mother, because I think once you have pride in your appearance, you hold yourself better, you feel better about yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have days where I go, all right, but there is always something that like this morning, Mr. Christopher is going to go and see his mum, and he was just going to chuck on some work clothes, and I said, why? You're not doing work over there, you're going to see your mum. So I made him get in the shower and put some nice shorts on and a jumper. But he's never been that guy. He's always just work clothes and homework clothes and work clothes, you know. So it's quite, yeah. Where was I going with this? What I'm saying is, if you want to wear it and you think it's too pretty to wear, then make it out of something that's not as dressy. Okay, so if you find a dress that would look gorgeous in a silk or a satin fabric, you want to wear it and you love the look of it, make it out of a cotton or a linen, okay, and wear it. It's cloth. It's covering your body, but if you think it's going to make you feel good about yourself, wear it, because that's That's what clothes are for. And if you think it's going to lift your spirits, wear it. That is it. Getting into and I mean, where else am I going to go with it? What do you think of this colour on me? This is a red blue. So it's almost like, I think they call it a peacock blue? Cobalt blue. Oh, these dogs. They're making me blue by wanting to go out all the time. See, when Mabel goes out and Willow doesn't, and Mabel goes out for more than 5 minutes, and even though you try to get Willow to go out because you know she'll want to, she doesn't, until she realises Mabel's not coming back in a hurry. So I am going to let her out. Okay, I want you to ponder the thought for a second about what I've said about who cares where you're going, who cares where you think you need to be to wear a certain outfit or a certain item of clothing. Just wear it for you, because you're the certain and you're the place to be, okay? And washing machines will wash stuff. It does. Maybe not oil, so don't let your kid have something oily and touch you. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you're making something, make it for you. Make it to make you feel good, not like, okay, let's use this for an example, stay-at-home mum. So I can only wear stay-at-home mum clothes. Tell me what stay-at-home mum clothes are. Because, yeah. Take us back to the 1950s. When the husband came home, the woman was dressed and immaculate for his arrival home. Okay? So do that for you. It makes you feel pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to let that dog out now. It's so witty. Yeah, I think I need to let the dog out. Who let the dogs out? I did. Anyway, that's special little something for Karina, because we just said exactly that this morning about letting the dogs out. So, dark blue. What do you think? What do you think of that dark blue? It's got more of a darkness to it than the cobalt blue. So this is more of a not electric blue, but navy blue. Navy blue's got more of a yellow in it, I think. Trying to think. But this, yep. So this is another colour. So I really want to push home about the fact that you shouldn't have to have a place to go to wear something that you want to feel good in. There was a dress of a pattern a vlogger said she loved, but she wouldn't buy it because she had nowhere to wear it. And I've been in the situation where I've got to go somewhere and had nothing to wear. And it's nice to have something in the back of the closet that you can just pop on. At the minute, all my clothes that I have made and worn kind of superseded my body, or has my body superseded it? They no longer fit. Okay, there you go. That's the words I'm looking for. So yeah, so take it, wear it, own it, become part of it, make it bring joy to your life. I think Mary Conda, is that her name? Take an item of clothing out. Does it bring joy to you? Yes or no? Get rid of it. There's another one that Karina and I were talking about today, that she puts all her clothes on a coat hanger, faces them a certain way. After 12 months, she what hasn't been turned. Oh, so when you've worn it, you turn it and put it back in a different way. So maybe the hooks sit this way forward, and then when you've worn it, you put it back the normal way people put clothes on a coat hanger, over the top. Maybe that's the way to do it. What you don't wear after 12 months, get rid of it because it doesn't bring you joy. And currently there is the memade May, where you wear it. How did you feel in it? What are you going to do about it? You made it. How do you feel in it? Feel great. What are you going to do about it? Keep it in my closet and wear it. I've made it. What'd you feel in it? Terrible. What are you going to do about it? Sally's. Okay. So Sally's is a second-hand shop. Salvation Army is what it's called. So that's another aspect of it, is looking at what brings you joy, what colours bring you joy. Be it, get a friend in. Friends are really good. I have a plaque up in my lounge room that says, plaques all over my house, not dental plaque, plaques. Anyway, that says your best mirror is an old friend, and if an old friend can't say, dude, don't wear that, then dude, don't wear that. Okay. But yeah, you can't trust them. Mum and I were very honest when we go out shopping together. Used to be a time where if we didn't like something, I would stick my fingers down my throat, sort of thing. Mum has great delight in telling her friends that. It became a thing. We don't do that anymore. We're grown-ups. Well, I like to think I'm a grown-up. So there's a lot of things in going off what we talked about last week. We're talking about red, how red can bring you and lift you up. I've had a lot of people now trying to pull red into their fabric stash to make something. My Celeste, my trial Celeste will be made in red, which is laying on the table now. It is actually exactly the same red as I was wearing on the first one, so please tell me that red was good on me. And so not all reds are alike, not all blues are alike. This is the third blue I've had on, and this is a pale blue, okay, which is close to white, which could drain me or lift me up. I love blue. I wear blue. I feel good in blue. I actually love this fabric. I made a skirt out of this fabric a long time ago. I designed it myself, and believe I didn't wash the fabric to start with, so shrinkage. I wore the skirt twice. So angry at myself when I do silly things like that. So that was probably back in 2013, maybe 14. So about 10 years ago. Yeah. I wash my fabric. Hands up who doesn't wash their fabric. Oh, Willow's walking around the base of the camera. Who doesn't wash their fabric? And if you don't, tell me why. Not saying that you're wrong. Oh, sorry. That sounded, tell me why. No. No. If you don't wash your fabric, tell me why you don't wash it. I never used to wash my fabric. I always thought it should have already been pre-shrunk. Naive much. Found out the hard way with jeans. That's why I know that denim you wash twice and dry twice in a dryer. So speaking of my dryer, I have it back and it is drying. Yay! And I give my clothes the harshest wash to start, my cloth, the harshest washes to start with, because I want it to have a maximum shrinkage. So with corduroys and denim, and possibly drill as well, I wash it twice and dry it twice, because that will take all the shrinkage out that it is required of it. That's my little tiny tip for the day. Did you know? Karina was wishing today, when I was speaking to her, that there was a day in the week that started with the letter R. And I know why. it was because a lot of the times I will say it's like Tuesday tutorial or Make 9 Monday or Friday sews. That wasn't made up by me. And Sitdown Sundays. So she said one letter should, one day of the week should start with an R, because that can be your rambling day. She said, gotta ramble. She said, I love sitting down and listening to you ramble. Well, I'm rambling, and as you can see, I'm not rambling without cause. I'm actually going through colours on me to show you just how different colours can pull out the same lighting, the same instant, and the same dogs walking around and ticking on the ground. What are you doing, Willow? No. On the bed now. You guys gonna... Pretty much, this is the most green I've got in my closet. I like this shirt. This is things I don't like about it, like the sleeves can roll up, but they flopsy. They're flopsy sleeves, so they're best done up. I like it. I don't know. I like it. I like the shirt. It's just tight enough to be not obscene. And not loose to look like baggy. So what do you think of the green on me? I quite like it. I like it. What do you like it? Maybe this is maybe this is the best way to get a colour analysis done on yourself, is vlog and ask people what they think. Oh, look, I matched my cup. So when you go out shopping or you make yourself something because you want to have something fit you, so the best idea is to do it in a colour that is going to lift you. So it fits you, it lifts you, it brings you to your best place. I'm going to, I might have some other clothes to try on here. Not trying on, like trying on to see if they fit. God, no. No. But to try on, to give you an idea, like I said, the same setting, the same, everything's the same. The only thing that I'm doing different is putting on different clothes. Karina had a little bit of an insight of what I was doing today as I'm pulling stuff out of my wardrobe. I did have to iron my red shirt because, like I said, I hadn't worn it. I actually had to dust off the collar and the shoulders. That is telling me I don't wear it because I don't like the style of it. It's not telling me I don't like the colour, okay? So that's another way to interpret things, is the style and the colour. Which brings me to Julie, who sews her own clothes. Karina said, have you watched Julie? I said, I actually haven't watched anyone. I've had a really silent studio all week, and she said, oh my gosh, you got to watch her. So I'm going to put her down below. She made a brief hiccup, not on the item she made, not on the size she made, but on a fabric choice. And it was a little bit funny. Rectified real quickly by making another one. But just how the fabric, when she had it with her, she liked it, and then she put it into a garment that looked similar to something else. But I'm going to put her name down below so you have a look at it, because it is a little bit humorous if you have a watch of it. And you will get better, Julie. You'll get healthier. Your gallstones won't be gone. Watch it. She's fine. She's not ill. But it is funny. It is a little chuckle. It just goes to show you what you see in the mirror too. Okay, possibly nobody else would have seen that, but her mind was set on something that somebody else had said that had made this garment, and then her mind went straight to that as well. So yeah, it's a little bit funny. Okay, I'm back. But so yeah, this is a multicolored top. It's got yellows and browns in it, so they've got the backing of the yellow colours. Oh, I didn't bring out anything yellow. Maybe because it doesn't fit me anymore. Whee! Does not fit the girls. And yellow is also another colour that I've been told I look good in. I think I had put a photo once before of it. See, Mabel's still outside and Willow wanted to come inside. It's cold. I don't think Willow likes the cold. So browns. I went through a stage of liking brown. Brown was a colour that I liked. And blue, but I was in the Air Force and my mum made me this little jumper that was brown, just a fleecy jumper, pull over the head kind of one. Loved it because I'd seen one in the shop and I wanted it, and Mum made me one, so I really loved the brown. I like brown as an earthy colour, and I like leather, brown leather boots, brown leather belts. I think brown goes with denim very, very well. Actually, I think brown goes with every colour except for black. I've never been one to wear black and brown. So if I have a black dress on, if I want to be outrageous, I'll have like yellow or blue, yellow or red or something, shoes with black. I don't wear brown boots with black. I never, ever, ever. Or wear brown tights and boots with black. I just don't think they are complementary. I don't. I think you can wear black with denim, and you can definitely wear brown with denim, especially a lot of denim has the brown stitching or the gold brown stitching on it. So yeah. Now this is not a memade item, and this is actually a man's shirt, so the girls have absolutely no room, so I do not think I'll be putting this one back in my closet. I think it's a Fred something or other. A Fred. Let me have a look. Barrack. Okay, so I do not think I'll be putting this back in my closet. The pause has made my girls big, so that's where all my clothes are failing me. Yeah, just two spots. There you go, just 2 spots. Oh, plus, you know, the old tum-tum. So I quite like this colour though. I think it's cool, smart. When I used to work in as the tailoress on the military camp here, I didn't have a uniform. Well, I did, but I didn't have to wear one. The uniform, I think I had quite a few people say to me, if you wore a uniform, it would really kill your personality. Because I had a certain style I went with in there. I wore a lot of vintage dresses, not the ones that go in and out. I cannot wear those because of my waist being under my bust, like right under my bust. I know they belong below your bust, but mine's under my bust. And I used to wear, you know, like I had a low back dress and it came in at pencil down, heels. And I was going to work. I was sewing in a room by myself, altering uniform. Yeah, so I saw people. They always came to me and got their uniform done. But I wanted to feel good about myself, and so I did. So I was a stay-at-home mum until the twins went to school. So they were 5. So I'd been a stay-at-home mum for 7 odd years, because my eldest was 7. Yeah, something like that. And when I went to work, I was working in town in the Defence House, and it wasn't when I was tailoring, it was when I was doing logistic work that I used to do. And I always wore heels. I always wore suits or suit attire. You weren't actually allowed to wear jeans or cargo pants or anything in this particular building. It was very officer corporate kind of deal. So just go and let Willow out. This is how I get my 10,000 steps a day. So it was it was a very corporate-y kind of place, and having that, I really enjoyed wearing shirts and trousers and dresses with little jackets over them and things like that. And I was a wee bit lighter, so I loved it, you know, and I had little flip skirts that I designed and wore into work. Now, Wellington, Wellington is just on the water. It is windy. It's known as Windy Wellington for a reason. However, if it's windy here where I live, really windy, you don't want to be flying into Wellington. It's horrendous. That could have been the word I was hunting for. So I loved going in there, feeling all dressed up like a grown up, and it had been because I had spent a long time. You know, Willow didn't want to go out, eh? She said, no, it's cold, but I want Mabel to come back. My tea's cold. Lucky it's green tea. So I did that because I wanted to feel good about myself. And so, yeah. And it is because I had taken the route or gone down the path of casuality. That's a word you can put in my dictionary. The casuality of not dressing for the job I wanted. I was dressing for the job I had, which was a stay-at-home mum. So I guess that really falls back into that pattern, doesn't it? Yeah. I was new to the area, so everybody didn't know me. So what they saw when they saw me was who I was at that time. And yeah, baggy jeans, well, not baggy jeans, jeans and whatever, because that's what I was wearing. I wasn't presenting myself as who I was as a human, who I was, my own identity. I hadn't done that. And I identified as a situation rather than a person. I'd lost my personality. So when I worked in town and then I got the job as the tailoress, I didn't up my ante, but I kept the same. And a lot of people that sew don't sew in heels, but I did. Heels every single day. Because it gave me poise. Not saying if you wear flat shoes you haven't got poise. I felt good because I was dressed. I was enjoying it. I loved feeling the way I did. So when I went to work, it took me a long time to wear jeans, on a Friday, which is your dress down Friday or casual Friday. I didn't wear jeans for a long time, and I worked there for 5 years. And being ex-military, and I was a reservist when I worked in town, it took me a long time not to call somebody sir or ma'am because I wasn't an officer. So, you know, again, that was just structured into me. I am just rambling while I do what I'm doing. Well, I was looking out the window for her, Mabel. I took the duck off her because she ate hers and killed it, and she took Mabel's, and she's not going to wreck that. So, as I pop on my Donny, it's a pale pink. It's not pastel, but it's a pale pink. Not as vibrant as the pink with the blue in it that I was wearing before. I mean, I like this pink, possibly not to be worn near my face. This is my Donny. I am going to make another donny. I haven't made another donny, and I haven't worn this one because we got into winter real fast. Apparently this is the coldest we've ever had our, well, no, I was about to say June, our May, April, May. I reckon maybe we might snow this year. I'm not prepared for snow. I don't have snow clothes. Last time it snowed was 2011. And I was down here. We'd been here a year, just over a year. Less than 18 months. And it snowed. And oh my gosh, it was so pretty. I have got the best photo. If I remember, I'll pop it up here. I was allowed out, this was when I was stay at home, I was allowed out one evening to go and take photos because I loved taking photos. Something my daughter's really picked up and is very good with her eye and photos. She doesn't pursue it, but whenever she goes on holiday, I bought her some little cameras so that she can take photos. But yeah, if I remember, I'll put it there. It's awesome. Oh, what I'll also do is I'll pop in some, I sent this to Ruan already, and I'll show in Karina. Alexander's coming over today. But he's going to be here when Chris is here because they're going to melt down some lead for his vest for his training. Anyway, so pink. Yeah, the lights, the southern lights, it was freaky. You couldn't see it in the naked eye. Then you pop the camera up and it's, no, I'm just going to put it up. I didn't get the best photos. I'm not the geek when it comes to that. That's definitely Mr. Christopher's zone. But he does make me go out, and it was not warm last night. It wasn't warm last night. I'm going to now finally get that dog maybe outside. I'm having fun with them, aren't I? I feel lost. I do. I love this fabric. It's so pretty. But I lined it. The facings are coming out. Shh. But really, look. It's just, it's grey with flowers on it and a tint of pink. I can see how this is it drowns me out. It blends me definitely into the back of the show lounge, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. So, yes, and I know I'm not looking at the cameras because I'm looking at myself in the thingo. Thingo being the screen. But this is my Be Mine balloon blouse. This was what I would say was my toile, my wearable toile, and I do wear it. I've now seen myself really in it because I'm concentrating on what I see when I look in here. I kind of lost this half of my face with it. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with those dogs today. And I apologise immensely for saying how many times I have to get up to them because my head is getting done in, so I'd hate to think what yours is getting done in. Especially if you're not a dog lover. Sometimes I'm not. Yeah, I'm lost. I got to go find myself. Did I find myself? I think I'm a little bit more out there than I was when the last top. This is my silver most grey I could find. It is a silver. It's got a little speckle in it. This is a top I designed myself, so I can't give you the name of it. It's a Stacey J original. And I don't mind it. It's an evening top. I wouldn't wear it through the day. So I would have colour in my face. And I think it's just pretty. It's just very casual and easy to wear. but I don't know if this is the colour that I should be buying for myself. You know, might go through all this stuff again and watch myself. Maybe watch myself in mute so I don't hear what I have to say. And go through my fabric stash and possibly... Nah, I'm not even going to say it out loud because it'll never happen. And if it never happens, then it's never... If it's not said, it doesn't need to happen. And yeah, it's like me saying I'll ban myself from buying fabric until Christmas time. I haven't done the ban. You know, if I do it, it might be the day before Christmas. But anyway. So what do you think? Do you think I need to find myself a little bit more? I think I've gone through a lot of colours. I've gone through the reds, I've gone through the blues, I've gone through the pinks, gone through the greens. I haven't pulled myself a yellow, but I can do something with that. I do have some yellow. Bear with. Bear with. What do you think of this? Does that lighten me? Brighten me? Illuminate me? Do I look positively glowing? I have 2 dresses made out of this. I made one for my grandmother Gloria, who was my father's stepmother. She passed away of cancer a week or so before Daffodil Day in this country, which is our cancer day. And I made a dress and wore it to work when I was a tailoress, and it was a vintage dress. Loved it, and I wore it every Daffodil Day that I worked there after she passed away. So I think she passed away in 2016. I left there in 2019. Every year the dress got tighter. Anyway, I had someone come into me and said, John said, go and see what Stacey's wearing. And they came into me and they said, oh, what are you? Are you meant to be a I'm going to say a budgie. Yeah, budgie. Budgie? Like Tweety Bird. To which I turned around and said, no, I'm a daffodil. And it was Daffodil Day, and they went, oh, yes. I said, I'm wearing it in honour of my grandmother. And they felt a bit stink because they thought they were mocking me, and I didn't mind because I knew them quite well and it didn't faze me whatsoever. But imagine wearing a dress like this, all yellow, 3/4 sleeves, pencil below the knee, ruched up one side, vintage, gorgeous, gorgeous. If I find the picture, I'll pop it up in the corner. I should pop it up for the 3 years I wore it, and you can just see how tighter it got on me. Anyway, yeah, so, and I loved wearing this. I also made a dress. Christopher and I were together and we were going to his mum's 80th birthday. And I had a dress to wear, and then I found out where we're going, and I had not met some people that were going to this, and I didn't want to stand out like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And I had this gorgeous green dress with daisies, embroidered, not embroidered, but lace daisies that I'd cut off and sewn down, that cascaded down the dress for texture. And I thought, I can't wear that because that's... So I made that day before lunch, I made a dress in this fabric, and it was a 1970s dress, and it was under, it's just tied around the bust. It was a big deep V-neck, and it... I love it. It was one of my mum's patterns, and it had bell sleeves or double bell sleeves, and I love it. I loved wearing it. My auntie, or was it my mum, said that I suited yellow when I was young. I had a little, apparently yellow bikini. I don't know, but that was when I was young, and my skin has changed since then. So that's the other thing you got to look at, is your skin changing. I mean, I really know nothing about colours and things. I just think that we should all just relax and see what we look at good in, and lifts us up at the same time. Black, although isn't a colour, it is technically a neutral, but it's a shade we wear. It's a colour we wear, isn't it? So whether it's a colour or not, black is a harsh colour, and on some tones of skin can look very harsh. I like black. I don't believe black is slimming. I believe black is still there. There is a way to make it slim you down, and that's in a panel dress where you do the inside panels and then the black on the outside, so you could have blue or something and then black there, or red as the top of the V around the bust, and then the side panels become black, and that sort of makes the silhouette look more just like the internal one. Just because it's black doesn't mean it's slimming, but it can be stunning on you if you got the ability to pull it off. I don't know if I have, but I wear black. I like black. I don't mind I feel good in black as well. So again, comes down to what exactly it is that you feel when you wear it. Okay, I think it's something that Erin did say. She said, if you feel good in it, then it is making you do exactly what a colour that suits you do. I don't think she worded it as bad as I just did. But yes, it is. It's all got to do with how you feel in it. And that then again comes down to your fit, your style, everything like that. So everything was so far covered, it all falls into the one category. Just because Rachel looks great in orange doesn't mean I look great in orange, or Karina looks great in orange. Okay, so just because she looks great in a pair of wide leg pants doesn't mean I'm going to look good in wide leg pants, or Natasha's going to look good in a wide leg pants. Okay, so you've got to find your inner you, and you've got to wear your inner you out. Not wear it out, but wear it out to embrace this one time you've got on planet Earth, and make it the best you can. What did I hear the other day? Oh, I can't remember. It's something along the lines of, you always want more time, but you don't use it wisely. Something like that. I don't know, something like that. It's very deep for a Sunday morning. And our other neutral, white. Okay, you can see the little blue cami I've got underneath, but white. Okay, on some people it looks stark. I mean, I don't know what it looks like on me. I wear white. I wear white in safe places, like not eating food. Yeah, I'm that person. Anything I can drip down myself, I will. I curse myself a lot. I had tomato on toast yesterday and seed fell onto my jacket I was wearing. Yeah. So there's a lot of colours. I don't know how long this ramble's going to go for you. I mean, my sit down. But I just wanted to give you, yeah, here we are. And also, I mean, hair colour has a lot to do with it, but I'm not a hairdresser. I'm not here to talk about hair colour and what you do with your hair. My hair's been red. My hair's been black. My hair's been brown. My hair's blonde. I think this is my mother's least favourite colour on me is blonde. She likes me in red. It was Cherry Fire was the colour I used to go. And I don't know, and if I find a photo I'll pop it up, but you know, I don't really like much photos of me. So yay. So instead I just video myself like a crazy lady. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to do. I sort of wanted to just not end in red like I did last week. I was reading from the book, and then I went on to talk about red and then how uplifting or drawn down a colour can make you. So today I thought I'd go through my wardrobe, and there's a few in there that isn't me made. So a few of these are actually my selection. Well, actually all of them are my selection in fabrics, colours, styles, and I think I've just throwing one over there because it's not going to go back in my wardrobe, I've decided. And yeah, that's where I am for today on Mother's Day 2024. It's weird when I found out that England had a different Mother's Day than us, and Norway, theirs is February the 11th this year. So it's kind of super weird, because it's always been the second Sunday in May since I've known. That's been a wee whiles now. Okay, everyone, I will stop prattling on, stop rambling on. I hope you found some semblance of sense in why and what I did, and that you possibly sat through it all. Sorry if I bored you to tears. I would love it if you could comment if you found something that really sucked the living bajingas out of me, and pop me into, you know, the walking corpse situation, and tell me what colours you found that really popped me. I'm not doing it for a free analysis. I'm doing it for you to visually see what you could use. Get your ideas of what you can look at and find. It might help you choose the colours on yourself to see the changes in someone's appearance by putting different colours around your face. It's hard to know what you're looking for when you just pop something in front of them, on around you in front of a mirror, and go, what do I meant to feel? So I know that when I put the Be Mine balloon sleeve blouse on, I felt quite withdrawn and lost in it. Not that I looked like a flower that was on my shirt, but it just felt like there's a head coming out of that shirt. I'm making sense. So what I'm going to do now, before I lose my entire audience, is say be well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing, hydrate, and have no sewing regrets or colour regrets. And if you make a mistake, you learn from that one, don't you? Yeah. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Please take care and have a great day. See you next week.